Good afternoon, welcome to the town of Casino in the Richmond Valley of the Northern Rivers region of New South Wales. It's been a while since I went on the road trip across half the country, and I figured now it's time for another trip. But this time, I'm not going to be taking a car. We're in fact going to be taking a train. My first long solo train journey, which leaves from right here in the town of Casino. 11 hours, leaving 7 p.m. tonight, overnight, arriving at Sydney 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. It's currently a bit after 3 p.m, so I've got like 4 hours until I need to catch the train. So we'll walk a little bit around town, see what it has to offer, and yeah, then go catch the train. I've booked myself a first class seat for tonight, heading down. I wanted to initially go for a sleeper cabin, but that's all booked out months in advance. So yeah, first class is going to have to suffice. Hopefully it'll be nice comfortable reclining chairs. Then I just booked economy on the way back. It's currently the 18th, now the 22nd during the day, taking the same train back. I'll get to experience the train both day and night. Yeah, right here we're standing in front of the Richmond River. It is really pumping after all this rain we've had. All the creeks, rivers, waterways, they're all pumped. In fact, let's go down and see what this one looks like. Right, let's go down and see what views we can get of this river. I doubt we'll see those sculptures. I'm pretty sure it would be too wild. This looks like a bit of a way down. Oh, alright. Just want to go around and see if I can find a better way to walk down a little bit. Oh, well, here we could go, yeah. Right, yep, this is not too slippery. I can just about make it. Doing a little bit of hiking already. Can't resist. Yeah, those sculptures are not visible, they're all underwater. There we go. Whew. All right, definitely not visible, it's too full. Richmond River. There we go, all the way down. Yeah, that is pumping, very full. Yeah, this region was absolutely smashed by horrific floods just in 2022. We're like half an hour from the town of Lismore, had absolutely catastrophic floods over there just 2 years ago. I did stop by briefly, get a few pamphlets as I usually do, ask a little bit about the local area. That's really the first point of call in many of these small towns. Just go to the information center and you get a little bit of information about a few hidden things. It's easy to overlook things. Like these small towns, oftentimes they can look pretty similar on the surface, but then you start to learn their quirks just by going around asking and yeah, just seeing what they have to offer. There you go, right here in the town of Casino over Lismore. That's where they had the horrific floods. So yeah, we're going to be taking the train heading all the way down south. So this will be my first long trip across Australia without a car, because in fact at the moment I do not have a functional car. That's right, my car, Big Red, is no more. I had an unfortunate incident after which my car, which I put all that money in the last few months to repair, maintenance, wear and tear things, the car that I went on the previous road trip on, Big Red Mazda Tribute, it's been declared a write-off. So at the moment I don't have a functional car. Saw this building up here, alright, to get up here. So yeah, anyway, I plan to do this trip regardless anyway. So I got dropped here just in this town, and from here I've got to take the train, public transport down to Sydney, and then within Sydney use the public transportation system to go and it's not where I want to go. This looks like houses. I want to see this building, but this looks like this goes up to some more houses, so I'll have to go around the other way. So yeah, it'll be interesting traveling, navigating without a car. Australia is not really a country known for superb public transport as such. It'll be interesting to see what it's like to take the overnight train to Sydney, and of course within Sydney itself. I've driven through the outskirts of Sydney a few times. I've been there when I was like really young, don't really remember, but yeah, apart from that I have not actually been to the city properly. So I'll literally be no different to any international tourist, even though I'm born and raised here in Australia. For the most part, I haven't left the southeast Queensland corner. I did that road trip, but a few months ago started going out much more, traveling solo, but never actually been to Sydney, Australia's largest city. So it's about time I go and do that. But yeah, I'll tell the whole story of what happened with my car another time. Walking the suburban streets of Casino, and in fact up here is the building I wanted to look at. But they've got a bunch of telecommunication. I'm not sure what this building was originally. Looks like some strange remnants. This is some sort of telecommunication site, I believe. Yeah, that's right. What's this say? Yeah. I just wanted to have a look at the artwork. I wouldn't want to go up there with all that equipment anyway, but the views would be pretty cool. Doing a good deed for the day, picking up some rubbish, dumping it in the nearest bin. I must say, over this last year my fears around vlogging and filming in public have completely disappeared. Like, I can be anywhere like this, busy intersection, cars, people seeing me everywhere, and I have no fears anymore about having a camera, filming in public. It's just, I'll just go about my day, do what I want to do, and really I don't care. It's just a sense of feeling very much, it's just a very liberating feeling really, when you stop caring so much what other people think. Yeah, there's a park here, some bins, so I'll dispose of this. There's a strange smell in the air, and I suspect it's from the bats. I saw them on the other side of the river. There's a lot of bats that are in these trees. Yeah, right over here. There they are. There they are. These are all bats, guys. I don't want to go directly under them because I know what could potentially fall on me. You can see through all these trees, just absolutely full, hundreds, thousands of bats. Not on this side. This side surprisingly absent, but in all these trees here, there they are. You can hear them. Now walking through central Casino. A few old heritage buildings here and there, but really nothing all that special, just like any other small town. Historical walk. Well, here's the old post office. chambers. Not sure what this is, but I've wandered into a small little courtyard. Okay. What's this say? A haunted chambers. No clue. No clue what this is. Feels a bit ominous. Haunted chambers. Alright. Right here at the end of this road is the casino railway station. One that is in fact functioning. Because many of these small country towns these days no longer have functioning trains. They might have railways, but they don't have any functioning trains. And there is in fact a train that goes from Casino to Sydney twice a day. One during the day, one overnight. In fact, quite a few of the towns around this Northern Rivers and New England region of New South Wales have trains that go like direct to Sydney. Although Casino is the only option I found for taking an overnight train. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Pretty small station, nothing much happening. Welcome to Casino, the beef capital. I did not know that. Beef capital. There we go. Casino railway station, an actual functioning train station. Queensland has so many of these towns, like even like Brisbane to Toowoomba, there's no regular train that goes. Like all these towns in Queensland, even sizable small cities, like, don't have proper train connections. So in that way, I have to say New South Wales seems to have gotten their act together much more in terms of railway infrastructure and reliability. How does this work? Alright, fill up the water if you need. Okay. Interesting. Convenient. And this, I assume, is where we are going to be getting on. Tickets, waiting room, health point. There does not seem to be anyone else here. It seems to be pretty dead. And the time is currently 4:40, so we've got like 2.5 hours before train leaves. So yeah, I mean, I've already spent half a day at Casino since I got dropped off, and I've done pretty much everything I want to do in town. So yeah, I picked up a bit of information, so I guess I'll just sit around here, read through some of that information. And also, I've been really busy these last few weeks, doing a lot of extra shifts at work. I'm on uni break now, so that frees up a bit of time, but still I've been doing a lot of extra shifts. So yeah, I've planned pretty much nothing for this trip, so I might do that while I'm here, actually get a little bit of an itinerary together. Although my style is more so just go and see where it takes you, because I prefer to just be spontaneous in this regard. Just don't plan anything too much, just see where the wind takes you. But with that said, a place like Sydney, it's big, there's a lot of things to do, so I'll get a bit of a rough idea of what exactly I want to do. I haven't had time to plan anything. Information here, you can connect to coaches which go daily, and yeah, here's some information on the train. So yeah, at the train platform left this way goes towards Sydney, which is where we're going. The other way goes to Brisbane, state capital of Queensland. And yeah, this is where I just went from. And yeah, so these are the options here. So I'm going to be taking the 7:30 p.m. train to Sydney Central, last stop. So going through all these stops here on the way. And yeah, the other option of course is to do it during the day, 8:20. So this train coming back from Sydney, I'll do that. Read books, okay. Nice air conditioning in here. Toilet in here. I believe that there we go. Alright, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, just a bit of seating area just in the middle there, read a book or whatever. I'm probably gonna stay in here, it's nice AC, it's hot out there. So this is the train I'm going to be on for 11 hours to Sydney. Honestly, well, it doesn't look like it's in the best condition. I mean, granted, this is Australia. I've watched plenty of travel vlogs, and honestly, like overseas, many places around the world put our trains to shame. But I won't say anything more until we've actually seen inside what it looks like. So yeah. I'm going to be going on a first class cabin on the way down overnight, and then on the way back just economy. There's sleeper cabins right at the front, but unfortunately they were all booked out, so we'll have to do. Just waiting for the cleanup to do. They're cleaning the train properly before everyone can go on, and then yeah, we'll jump on, find our seat. Right, it's boarding time, first class. Let's check it out. Carriage B, first class. Alright, B38, just me for now. Let's hope no one else takes the window seat, then it can be mine. Thank you very much. Oh, good. What sandwich would you like? So how are you? How's it going? What would you like? Is there any roast lamb available? There is a roast lamb available. Train is moving. Cold drinks, tea, coffee and hot chocolate. I'll make your purchase this evening. You will receive a there we go, boom. Boys. We ask you to please reuse this train for our journey. If you could bring it back each time you come to the buffet, would be appreciated. Once again, we are open to encourage you to listen to the train, and once again, we have the hot meals and hot and cold ice freshness. And once again, for the hot meals, roast lamb, or roast pork, spaghetti bolognese, or the vegetable curry. We will be closing in approximately 30 minutes time. This is a temporary closure. We will be open on departure from Rail for our next stop at the bottom. So officially I don't have a window seat, but I've claimed this area as my own de facto window seat. I'll just stay here, and if someone else has this one, then yeah, I'll go back to my original seat. But for now, we have the window. Roast lamb for dinner. Pretty decent lamb stew. We are well on our way to Sydney. The train is moving pretty fast actually. I got some information. This is an old train. It's 41 years old, so it first started operating in the early 1980s, and yeah, really not much has changed. So I'm in first class, right? And honestly, I mean, the seats itself, they're alright, but we're gonna go into economy. I'm pretty sure, like looking in through the window, the first class seats are no different to economy. And yeah, I mean, this is it. This is first class, like you saw in there. It's really nothing all that special. So I'm paying $139 one way, first class. Economy is like $89. So I'm gonna go into economy, but I'm pretty sure that there's really not much difference. So you're probably better off going economy. But yeah, there's no Wi-Fi. There's nothing like that. There's no phone service. We were told, yeah, when the train is moving, you won't have any phone signal, only at stations. So while you're on the train, no phone signal. There's no Wi-Fi, so there's no way to access internet or anything while you're on the train. So yeah, unless you download something like a movie or whatever, yeah, there's pretty much nothing in the realm of entertainment. Yeah, a little tray area you can eat, but yeah, anyway, I brought myself a book, so I'm going to read a book a bit, and then yeah, try to get some sleep. We'll see if we can. Here we go. First class bathroom. Locked. Yeah, it's locked. So yeah, toilet. I mean, okay, it's all right. It's clean enough, I guess. And yeah, small toilet. Sink. Does that work? Yeah, that's okay. Well. There we go, guys. Toilet. Again, nothing really all that special. Again, I watch a lot of travel vlogs, so I've seen videos from like people overseas and all these fancy trains. Australia, well, we really don't have much of anything in terms of fancy trains. So $140 first class. This is what it gets you. I'll walk along the train a bit into economy, see what is around. One thing I'll mention, another big complaint I'll show you around the seats, there's not even any phone charging ports or anything. There's no way to charge your electronics. There's no Wi-Fi, so those are two big thumbs down of Regional Explorer train. Not even in first class, which you would really expect, but trains in economy should even have that. We're now heading into cabin A. This, I believe, the sleeper cabins. Right, this is the sleeper cabins in here. Guy just walked past, and I'm unfortunately not allowed in there, so I cannot go ahead and even have a little bit of a sneak peek of the sleeper cabins. Unfortunate, but yeah, I'll walk around the other side of the train. This is like the very back here. This is the very back of the train here. So yeah, sleeper cabins, and yeah, first one. Let's go. Now heading into economy. Yeah, and that's the whole train. That's the front right there. So this is economy seat. I'm just trying it out. This is a bit wider. I've noticed these trays. Yeah, these trays are significantly wider, and I don't know what it is, but yeah, these seats are a little bit lower, but honestly, I find these seats a little bit more comfortable, actually. So, surprise, surprise, I find economy seats slightly better than first class. Similar style though, nothing else really separating it. Economy for 89 is a little bit more worth it, but first class, there's really nothing distinguishing it. You've got the buffet close by, so yeah, there's really nothing else distinguishing economy from first class. So I'm a bit confused on why the extra cost, what the difference actually is. We just pulled into the first station. I was just sorting some footage and stuff from the day on my laptop. Good experience, don't get me wrong. I'm glad I chose to do this, but would I recommend it? Definitely not worth the price, and even like first class, definitely not worth paying extra. If you're going for it, go economy, or maybe a sleeper cabin if you can get any availability. But yeah, gonna be a long night, so yeah, if anything happens I'll update you, but I've gone around the train, toured the whole thing, seen what we have here, and yeah, sitting in this seat, hopefully don't have to move back to my original one or move on. So yeah, gonna just read a book and try to get some sleep. Alright, I've had to move back to my assigned seat. More people go on the train, so there's literally no spare seats. It's packed to the brim, not a spare seat in sight. So yeah, oh, it's not very comfortable at all. I've got my seat fully reclined, and yeah, it's not comfortable whatsoever. I'm barely gonna get any sleep. I know it's gonna be a long night, that's for sure. I mean, I was kind of expecting it, but yeah, overall I have to say, I mean, the food was actually good. Like that roast lamb I had, great, nice, not too expensive either, like $13, that's okay. But overall it's like, yeah, it's not the best, it really isn't. But I've experienced it now, so I can bring this home and say whether I recommend it or don't to others. In the future, I don't think I'm going to take this night train again. I think I'll probably rather just go during the day and then just get a proper sleep somewhere else, because it's just, yeah, not going to be able to sleep unless I could somehow get a sleeper cabin maybe. But then again, that is pretty pricey. Is it worth it? Who knows? So I'm gonna try get some proper sleep. Well, I'm gonna try at least get some fitful improper sleep, and then in the morning we'll see what happens when we get to Sydney. Have a good night.